This is Broadcast 1 with my new friend, Gabriel Blythe. Hopefully, this signal is still being received back home. Hi, Mom! We made it!
You talk a lot.
Is that bad?
No. King and country, no. Just so different. I feel like some days I gotta pull teeth to get some people to talk.
You're telling me? Seems to be our lot in life.
That being?
Silent and powerful companions.
More or less. Why are we here?
As in the grand scheme of it all, or?
Why are we back here in my radio studio?
Thought you'd feel comfortable talking to me here. You spent so much time in here, I figured it was a second home. I want to make sure you feel safe, and that I'm not another Brett or Eileen.
That's why you shared your rations with me. Your garbage-tasting rations.
Hey.
I've had mud that tasted better than your so-called hot cocoa.
Hey, I worked hard on that. The king's finest emergency travel rations, and this is the thanks I get? Okay, you hit it on the head. You're not just smart, Gabe. You're wise, too.
Thank you. The validation from strangers is comforting.
You love it.
So why are we here? Not just in the radio booth. I can see the sarcastic answer coming a mile away.
Fun hater.
Why are you here in Utah, of all places?
I take it you didn't hear my broadcast before you showed up?
Didn't have service. What did I miss?
Well, Jeffress and I did a great morning DJ routine. Had fart noises, clips from movies, and we had a few call-ins. It was great.
Sorry I missed it.
In all seriousness, we heard your broadcasts, heard you had some luck finding people, and we wanted to invite you to come back with us. And if that wasn't an option, gather as much intel as to how you survived the cataclysm. Oh, sorry, you call it the event.
It's a stupid name. Cataclysm has gravitas.
But it's a mouthful. The event sounds big and final. Don't cut yourself short.
So you want me to come back to the homeland with you? All the way to the British Isles?
That's correct.
How long did that take? From there to here?
It was, a long journey. The trip across the ocean was, 20-ish days? Maybe 23. Kinda hard to keep track. We were fortunate to find a decent enough sailboat with a small engine on the low wind days. And then the drive took us almost 2 weeks. We would find a car with some gas, drive it till we couldn't. Walk to find a car, wash, rinse, repeat.
That sounds boring.
No more boring than being alone for 30 weeks.
Point. Where's Jeffress?
Where's RQ?
She's going to be pissed, but I'm a big believer in trust. She's at her place. The journey was hard on her.
What journey is that?
Now you're avoiding my original question. Just because I believe in trust doesn't mean that it's easily given. It's a constant give and take.
Again, very wise. I would expect nothing less. Jeffress is out, doing reconnaissance, gathering samples of the area, seeing what area is most populated, and signs of the afflicted. She is very steadfast in her goals, and nothing will convince her otherwise. Something on your mind? It seems like you're carrying a weight.
That obvious?
You know how it is.
What I'm going to say, it's going to sound harsh. It's easy to be angry at an unknown group or a faceless organization. But with you here, it makes it harder, but I still have these feelings pent up. So before I say what I say, you just need to understand that I'm grateful you're here.
Acknowledged. Continue.
Why did it take so long? That's 7 weeks. Why, in all the glory of the king's name, are you here now, after so long? Where were you when I was 15 weeks in and losing my mind, 25 weeks in and being robbed and beaten? You are a worldwide organization with all these military advancements and tools I could never dream of. And yet, we are beyond a year before I even knew you were broadcasting back out. What took you? Why did I have to suffer for so long?
That's a great question. And those feelings of anger and frustration are all so valid, and I know
my feelings are valid. I'm aware of where I am emotionally. What I don't know is why my government did not step up. Where have you been? I put my faith in you and the crown. I got 60 weeks of suffering on my own. Now you come in and offer a hand as if the past year of pain was nothing. Why weren't you canvassing, looking for us? Where were you and the people who promised to keep us safe?
You know what you need to run our advanced tools? Power. Electricity. The world stopped. We couldn't run our toys until we resolved that first step. Next, we had to do damage control. Who was alive? Where is safe? How many of us are left? Can you guess how many people were unaffected by the cataclysmic event? Still cognitive? Out of 8 billion people, that's with a B, billion, how many do you think made it out? If RQ travels down from Canada and never mentions meeting any other survivors, if you've met a total of 4 people in 60-ish weeks, how many are left? Because my team, what's left of them, we did the numbers. While trying to answer the first question, who is alive, out of the 8 billion, our best guess is that the survival rate is 0.01%. Less than that, really, considering other survivors aren't as savvy as you. So why didn't we come for you? Well, when we have 1.5 million members in the Royal Army alone, all across the globe, not including any other branches, just active members and volunteers. Statistically, we went from a force to tremble at to a staggering and frighteningly small 150 members. Again, that's just statistics. Can you guess how many people we were able to rally together? Not military, not trained officials, but in total, all across the islands. Come on, Gabriel. Guess!
I don't... 100?
Counting myself and Garrus, 67. How am I supposed to save the world with so few people? Where are my men, women, and non-binary heroes that volunteered their lives to save you? Where are my friends? Where's my family? How do I convince Margaret, who was supposed to retire 6 months ago, to canvass? Who is gonna tell Ronnie, a 14-year-old, that he needs to put a gun in his hand to fight off any of your others that turned violent? We didn't come for you because we didn't know if we could. We didn't come for you because we had no idea if we were gonna make it. I didn't come for you because I needed to grieve.
I'm sorry. Then why come for me at all?
Because we like your voice, Gabriel. Because you've come across 4 whole people without moving. Because when people back home hear you, they feel comfortable. You bring hope.
I see. Can I ask,
You know what? I think we're done today. Let's try again later. End transmission.